So now we get to do logarithm rules. Sometimes they're called logarithm properties in some books. It comes from the fact that when you have exponents like 10 to the second times 10 to the third, even though we're multiplying, what ends up happening is addition inside of the exponents. So with logarithms, like logarithm of 2 plus the logarithm of 4, let's say, it actually is the opposite now. Even though we're adding outside, we're going to be multiplying inside. And if you did log 2 and log 4 in a calculator, then added them, it's going to be the same as log 8. So these are the rules. And that's rule number 1. Rule number 1 is when you have log of A plus log of B, it's going to be the same as the log of the product. So if I had log of 5 and log of 7, the answer would be log of 35 altogether. Okay, now going along with this, log of A minus log of B is going to be the opposite. Instead of the product, you're going to do division, A divided by B. And the order matters. Because you're subtracting the B should be downstairs. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2 follows from this, but it happens so often it's worth noting. If you have logarithm of, let's say, a to the p power, you can actually rewrite it as p times logarithm of a. So sometimes it's called the power down rule. You bring the p out and down and do multiplication instead. Now I'm going to show you a specific example of this. Logarithm of 2 cubed. That really is the same as the logarithm of 2 times 2 times 2. And that, if you break it apart instead of multiplying, you break it into logs, that would be log of 2 plus log of 2 plus log of 2. But really, that's the same as 3 log 2's. So the power that was above gets thrown down. Okay, so what are you going to actually use this for? You're going to see the words probably expand. And then they give you something like ln of 8 x squared y. Expanding means that it needs to be broken up into as many logs as possible. And we should be taking powers inside and moving them out. So first of all, we could write this as ln of 8 plus ln of x squared plus ln of y, because those are the three things being multiplied inside. And then we actually have powers going on here. We could take this and bring it to the front. But also, 8 could be the same as 2 cubed. So we're going to take cubed and bring it to the front. So this will actually turn into 3 ln of 2 plus 2 ln of x plus ln of y. And that's fully expanded. Another example, they might ask you to expand something like 16 x to the 5th. Oops. And I have one more thing in here, root y. So we would first break them up. Okay? And now think of this as 2 to the 4th for this. So really, this is going to be 4 ln of 2. This is going to come out and be 5 ln of x. And then remember that this is the same as y to the 1/2 power, so this 1/2 will come out front. It's going to be 1/2 ln of y. That would be your final answer. So they might ask you to do something in the opposite direction. They may give you something like log a plus log b minus 3 log c. And then they'll say simplify, meaning put it together in one log. So when you see addition and subtraction, you're going to think multiplication and division. But first, we're going to take this 3 and bring it inside, do the opposite of the power rule. So this is going to be log A plus log B minus log C cubed. Alright, and now let's put this into one log. A and B are added, so it's actually A times B inside. And then subtraction means divide, C cubed. This right here is our fully simplified answer. One thing also to keep in mind, they might put expressions like this together. So because you're adding these two logs, you should be multiplying inside. Just keep in mind this is x times x plus 5. This x needs to be multiplied against the whole thing over here. So just make sure that you're putting parentheses around the x plus 5.